Everybody, we got another EDC video for you. I know you're saying, what is he doing with that bag again? Oh, wait a minute. Before we answer that question, which you're probably thinking about right now, make sure you give that thumbs up. And make sure you hit that subscribe because you don't have to pay for it. It's absolutely free. They'll never charge you. We'll never send you subscription stuff in the mail or crazy emails. You'll just get a nice indicator when you log into your YouTube and on your front page to know that there is another cool EDC video up. And of course, we so do deeply appreciate you guys hitting that subscribe, helping us hit that thousands. So we really want to do hit that. What is something that? Oh, yes, the bag. I went back to this bag and I put my little what you call it, zipper pull, dongle, whatever you want to call it, glow in the dark one on this bag. Why? The other bag, as you saw when I did the review of it after using it for a while, started to rip on the handle. Well, I sewed it. I sewed it twice. I like the bag. Two reasons I really, really like the bag. Now, the organization wasn't as great as something like this, but I really like the fact that it had that little lock, but you could put a travel lock on this thing, a suitcase lock, whatever. Put a little wire through these two zippers so you can't open it, whatever. And I plan on doing that. I just haven't had the chance to because I switched to this, but yes, it started to rip more and more at the handle, and I just gave up on sewing it. And I said, you know what? Bye bye. Let's go back to this, and we'll probably move on to something else because that's what EDC people do. We just upgrade and get cooler and better stuff, right? So I went back to that bag. If you were wondering, yes, I said it was great, and it was at the time being, but it kind of over time, over a couple of months, it started to fail and be annoying. And I have to fix that there. I didn't even realize that was happening over there. And it's going to keep pulling if I keep doing it and don't cut it. Or burn it with a lighter. So, I will have to do that later. I didn't even realize that until just now. Now, this bag is holding up a lot better. It was a little more pricey than that one, and you can see I put the little Timu light on it. Have a nice little light with you. It doesn't, I noticed it had this little thing right here. I wonder if you could put it on a stand or something. That would be really cool. Probably can. Now, as you saw this in the little thumbnail, EDC guys, what do we like to do? We like to have paracord with us. So we're able to tie stuff and do stuff, and it always comes in handy, every now and then. So we do like to have our paracord, and there's different ways you can make lanyards and blah, blah, blah. This is a nice way because it gives you a little extra grip on your handle. Now this is a little over 6 feet of paracord. I didn't burn the ends because I'm working with it. I want to make it a little bit different and probably longer. I want to eventually make it the whole length of it. So this is just a little preview and show you how we did it and how nice it is. Now, of course, it gives you extra grip. You can pull and it's not going to come off. It's nice and secure, and it goes around, and you have that nice little cool braid right there, and it does make it more comfortable and more grabby over your shoulder. So now you're going to say, well, you have to get this paracord out. I just tied a little knot right there. Now, right here you see the little loop. You pull this out. You got to get to your paracord, right? You pull that out, and then what do? You just pull right through, and boom, there you go. It just comes right apart. So it's really, really cool. You're able to just pull it right out, and you're good to go. So that's what I really like about it. It's very simple, very easy, and it's very useful. When I saw it made, I said, I got to do it and I got to try it out. So I tried it out for 2 days, and I really liked it. So let me show my EDC peoples, this cool new way. It got a little bit tangled as I pulled it off, but, things happen, right? But I do want to work on a little bit longer one. As you can see, this is quite lengthy, over 6 feet. But if you want to know how to do it, stay tuned, of course. But like I said, right here, it's simple to take off, so you don't have to untie this and undo that. It's a simple thing. You pull. You can make a little bit of length right here, like so. Leave a little bit hanging down here, because you're going to need that. You're just making a loop. Now what you're going to do with your loop is you're going to weave under. Well, you want to weave over here first. So you start the little spine or little round part right there. So you weave over there. It's a little bit hard doing it through the camera lens. So bear with me, peoples. And I do have to, I just threw the stuff in here. I mean, I organized it, but I just threw it in here. I'll give you guys a little look at it on a different video. But I want to organize everything, get everything set to the way I like it. So you just loop it under. You go around under here. You loop it back over here. And you keep doing the loopy loop. And, get it taut, whatever way you want to say it. Just make sure you keep this up here. And I was just thinking as I was doing it, if you pinned it up to the top, it'd probably help. So, once you get going on here, and it's, like I said, it's hard through the camera. Let me just take it off the camera so I can get the actual first couple of knots going, or a couple of rows going. It's hard through the camera lens, or through the viewfinder of the phone. It gets hard, so I'm just going to take it off too. Do it over here. Once you get it going, and you get a little stiffness to it, it gets easier. But you just got to get going a couple of times around, and you're good to go. So you just flip it around, flip it around, flip it around, and you start to create your little braid or thing, if you will. And like I almost hit the freaking what'd you call it, tripod there. But you keep going around like that. I don't want to go and do the whole thing over, because this will be quite a long video. It's not a couple of minute thing. I mean, it's not too lengthy, but you get the picture. You just keep as it gets tangled. It's so much easier when you're sitting down and you're not behind the camera to do it. So just so you know. But you just come back after you go over the loop it. You come back around and you do the loopy loop, and you come around the under, and you just keep going back and forth. Once you get to the tippy top, you have a little piece over here. As you can see when I pulled it in the beginning, you just put it up through that loop. That's why that loop is there. And you just pull this, and as you can see, it pulls it taut. And as you could see when I was showing you guys, it was sturdy. I was holding it in my hand, I was yanking it. I had it on there all day. I was flipping the bag on and off as we were going out of the car and doing stuff. I did bring it into the stores and everything, so I did have the bag with me. I didn't leave it in the car at all. So it was on and off, on and off. It didn't come loose. It stayed together. It stayed good. It stayed solid. I was pulling it as I was showing you guys. So as you can see, it works really good. I like it, but I do want to make it longer. Like I said, this is a little over 6 feet. Probably like I didn't measure it with a tape measure, but I know how tall I am, so it's a little bit taller than me. So it's probably like 6 feet 5 inches of paracord. That's a good amount of paracord in case of a little emergency or need something. And remember, with the paracord, you can always cut it open. You have several little strands inside. But there you have it, people. A nice, cool, new way to carry your paracord with you. It serves a dual purpose. You have your paracord, and it makes a really nice add it to the handle. Like I said, it grips on your shirt better, grips on your hand better, so you get a better grip. Plus, you have paracord the minute you need it. You just have to take off that little loop, and you're good to go. So there you have it, people. Hopefully that helps you. Hopefully you try it out. Let me know in the comments what you thought about it, if you did try it out. And like always, people, have a great, great day.